guys, I'm back. So now we're going to be making our pages, and I went ahead and cut all of mine already, and I'm just going to put mine together. Okay, I even used my little punch right here. So the punch that I'm using is sold over at JS Hobbies in Crafts, and so it has the little ridge on it, the little scallop ridge, right? And then it has the little tiny dots in the middle of that. So they come out looking so stinking cute. So let me see if I can find a piece of white paper. Just use the back of this so you guys can see them better. So that's what it looks like. I think you guys can see it. So I really like that little look. It's so cute. Reminds me of like a sewing edging or something. But okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assemble my page. This right here is my little belly band, and that goes on the back of this. So there's like 3 different parts to this. And when you get the tutorial, then you will see the different measurements, and you'll get all of that inside of the tutorial. Okay, so I do use a bit of tape, and I use my glue, my art glitter glue when I'm doing this. And the reason why is because right now Texas is really high in humidity, and so to make it stick a little bit more, fasten it a bit better, I use both my glue and my tape. And I'm just burnishing that down. Okay. So, and then you just fold these over your flats. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and take these off. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the edges here. Okay. So if you live in a high humidity area, then, you know, sometimes, I don't know, I know sometimes mine, like I don't want to say it comes off, but it just has problems fastening to the paper. So, and then I just made sure that my edges were all on there correctly. Okay. That. Measure that one. That's good. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put my belly band on there, and do that is I'm going to take off this tape, and I actually cut mine a little shorter than what was on the tutorial, and because for some reason, I think it's because I used the little punch and I didn't account for the measurement of that. So I went ahead and just see how it's a little long right here. So that means that I just went ahead and took this part here, and I'm just kind of working it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring this over on my scoreboard real quick, and I'm actually going to just score that. Okay. and it is, because I want to be able to have my little scallop edging show up here. So instead of wrapping it all the way around, I'm just going to have it close to the edge here. So just going to have tape. And I'm just going to glue that down right there. Okay. I'm not putting too much glue on there. I am using art glitter glue, which is sold over at JS Hobbies. Okay. I had wrapped mine because my little seal thing came off. But this is what it looks like. Okay, that's the correct wrapping and everything that it comes in. And but I went ahead and just covered mine with paper, and then I Mod Podged it so it would stay on. So it looks a little bit decorative. So I like that. And then when you order this, okay, the 2 ounce, you also get this little tip and the little pin that helps unclog everything. Okay, so that's always good to have. Okay, all right, so now after we get this done, we can go ahead and make the inside little pages, and those I will be right back. Okay, and we will get all of that in here, and then we will actually put our pages inside of our book. Yay! Hi guys, I'm back. So today we're going to go ahead and we are going to put on our pockets, and we're also going to be putting on some side pockets here. And so what I did was I went ahead and cut out some papers here to just kind of give it a background. And when you get the tutorial from Kathy, you can do this however you want. She didn't put paper on her background. I think actually she put a really nice red glitter border on hers on the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and just do mine like this. I like it. I just like it with the backdrop. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to glue this on, and I'm going to went ahead and cut out my pockets, and I'm going to go ahead and secure these on just like this. And then on this part here, I cut out some little borders, and I might go ahead and just stick these on the inside here just like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I will be fast forwarding. inside pockets. And of course you can use your bone folder to go ahead and, get in there and really burnish things down. Okay, so if you wanted to do that, I'm just going to burnish this down a little bit more. Alright, so there's our inside pockets. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started with, some of the other pockets. And I think I showed this to you guys already. I went ahead and used my punch for this, and I used this little scallop punch with little dots in it, and then it opens up like this and folds back, and then we did the belly band. The belly band, is, for, it's going to be for some little mats and stuff that we're going to do and tuck inside here. So, I went ahead, and put some in the middle. I kind of did some in the middle, and then I kind of did some like a little lower. So it's really up to you how you want to do your belly bands. Okay, so some are higher than the others, and then your pages will go in like this. So your page will fit in here. I think that I think she tells you to miter the sides of that, and I haven't done mine yet, so that might be part of the problem. So there's my page. It's in there. It's kind of tight, which is good. I want it to be a little tight in there. There we go. So just like that. Okay, and then so that's how you're going to do that. So your page will just fit in there just like that. So pretty excited, guys. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I will be fast forwarding through that. But before we go ahead and do our pages, what I really want to do is I want to go ahead and paper this inside here, and I want to be papering this. So before I do that, I am going to go ahead and pick out some sheets of paper and cut those, and then I will be right back. Hi everybody, I'm back. So I went ahead and cut out all of my items that I needed to go ahead and stick my pages on and everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and move my computer a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything together. I went ahead and I showed you guys the pockets. So these are pockets here that we can stick little tags and stuff in here. And then right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cover this. So I went ahead and cut out my papers of what I wanted. So let's see here. Oh, there it is. So I went ahead and cut out the Christmas tree. I kind of debated between this one and the Christmas tree, and I think I'm going to end up doing the Christmas tree because I really thought that was cute, and I just think it's really super gorgeous. So I thought that would be really, really pretty. And then what I did was I'm going to leave probably like a teeny tiny border on this, on the edges here. But I went ahead and cut out a couple of the little strips for the border, okay? Because I want to put a border around this. So I'm going to do that. So I think what I might do is go ahead and tack down the border after I get this down. So it'll look like this. Okay. And then I'll have a border up here. And the border up here is going to be the Christmas greetings border. And I think what I might do is make this a little lower, maybe. So I have like a little tiny border around it. Okay. And then for my spine, I actually cut out this for my spine. So my spine is actually going to sit here like this, and it will wrap around. Okay. So I think that's how I'm going to do that. And I might have to, okay. So we might have to go ahead and put that there like that. Let's get that in a little bit, just like that. And I might have to cut off a little edging of the border here to make it fit around there. But I thought that would look like super, super pretty. Don't know if I want to put this underneath or on top of. I might have to, once we get there, I'll do that. And then on the back here, okay, because my thing will wrap around, I'm going to go ahead and use this on the back, just like that. And so that will all kind of tie together. So I just need to cut out another border here to kind of fill in this here. So, or I might go ahead and use some of that pretty lace that I've got too. So I've got some of that still. And so we're going to go ahead and put everything together. So I'm super excited. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick everything down. And, all right, so we're going to go ahead and stick this down. And I'm going to leave a little bit of border on this. So I'm going to do my back first. And I am using the Art Glitter Glue today. So I'm going to use that. And I'll be using some of the score tape as well. Okay. So I'm just going to stick this right back on here. Make sure it's covered. Just like that. So, I just love those Christmas trees on there, you guys. They are so pretty. And I just need my little, this thing. And this is just, it's a Pampered Chef scraper that I've been using for a few months now. And I really like it because it really helps burnish down your papers. So I really like that. So there's that. So we've got that down now. Okay. And then the next part we're going to do here is I am going to go ahead and do the front. And then I kind of want this to wrap around. So I've got to kind of probably I have it like this. And I'm just kind of gauging where I want to wrap it, you guys. I'm just kind of getting a little, kind of like shaping it a little bit. And I think I'm going to have it wrapped like right probably right there. So I'm just kind of shaping it a little bit. Now you can always, you know, score that if you wanted to, or just, I'm just kind of bending it where I want it. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side though, because I want to go ahead and get this on here. And then on this is where we need to debate or decide, not debate. What am I talking about? This is where we need to decide where I'm putting this. And, okay, so I want this, I think I want the gold here. If I put this right here on the edge, like this, okay, then I can have a little bit of a red and gold border on that. Okay. Then I can go ahead and put this over here, like so. There, like that. So I think I like that. I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. Okay, and leave a little bit of a border right here. I think I'm going to go ahead for this. I'm going to use tape, and I'm going to use my 1/4 inch tape. Okay, and I'm going to just put that right on the edges all the way around. And grab my little scissors. And you can find these scrapers over at Walmart or over at, the drugstore. It's just a little scraper. It's actually just it just helps with the burnishing. So, okay, so for this part, I need to make sure I keep at least it. So I need to make sure I put it right there. So I have enough. Okay. So I need to make sure I leave about maybe a 1/16 of an inch from the edge here. I believe. So, and any excess tape that you ever have hanging over your paper, I usually just fold that inward. So, and then before I do this, I just remembered I wanted to kind of, and I didn't do it to the back paper, but that's okay. So I just want to kind of give it a little bit of a nice color on the edging here. And I didn't Okay, so now I'm just going to lay that down, and I'm actually only burnishing this part down. Okay, and then I want to put this on there, and I want this to go kind of like right almost to the top of the book here. So I want to get this even on top of that. There we go. Okay, so now that I've got that on there, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my glue on here. Okay, and I'm just going to slide it in here where I want it. And I want it even with that other gold strip right here. Okay. And I'm just gently moving it across the top there, just like that. And even though I'm like missing part of my, word right here, that's okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and burnish that in, okay? And then I still have this part to glue down. So I'm just actually adding glue right there. And I am going to go ahead and burnish that down. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And that's stuck really good on there. Okay. So now we just got to do the the spine. I was going to say the seam binding, but that's not right. That's not right. so this will actually go right like this. Okay. And let's see. I might go ahead and push this up all the way to the top here, and just like that. Okay. So it will have a little bit here. So because here I'm going to I'm going to grab a little bit of red right here. So I just need to find a little piece of it. So and then I'm going to go ahead and just glue this on the back of here like this. So it looks like one piece. Okay. So go ahead and put the glue on this part. Okay. And put it on there. I'm going to turn it around. And I'm actually piecing it together so it looks like one piece. And that's a neat thing about this paper is that you can do that. You can kind of, I mean, you can do that with any paper actually. Just kind of piece it together and make it look like one piece, like it belongs together. Okay. And then I can go ahead and see how that matches. Which is perfect. So I can go ahead and pull that over there. And I'm going to actually use my, I'm going to use my 3/8 inch tape for this. And I'm just going to go completely around my spine because I don't want my spine to come off. So I'm going to go ahead and go completely around my spine. Okay, so to do that, I'm just going to go around it like this and put down tape right on the edge. Okay. And get every, like, seriously, I want good coverage on this because you don't want your spine to come off. So I am actually going to and that's what I like using these little things, is because not only can you put down your tape, it helps you peel it off, but it also helps while you're putting your tape down, you can actually burnish the tape into your paper while you're putting it into putting it onto, I should say, your paper. And I'm just I'm putting mine close together. Okay, I'm just putting them close together. Now, if you have a 2-inch tape or 1-inch tape, you can certainly use that, and that will actually go quicker if you have that. You can actually use your art glitter glue too. You just want to make sure you don't miss any spots. You want to make sure that you get it in there really good. Okay. And that's why I use the tape for my spines and my cover, because you don't want that to come off. And this last piece, I'm just going to butt right up against the other one. Just like this. And I see a few little spots where I've missed some tape, and I will probably put some glue in those areas, so that way I am sure to get that covered. Okay. So there you go. Okay. And everything should be pretty well burnished down because we did it while we were putting the tape on. So, okay, and then you can go ahead and take it off. And how I sometimes take my tape off is this, like this. Grab it, and I'll peel a little bit of it off. This. And my nail is grabbing some of the tape. I know a lot of people use like little picks, or they use their X-Acto knife. I've not mastered that yet. And then I'll just grab all of my little tapies, and I'll just take them off. So, Okay, just like that. And I have a little bit of excess here, so I'm just rolling that over. Okay, and then I'm finding where I have like a little bit of tape not on my my areas, so I'm just kind of getting the glue and going around it, and I'll just smush that in there between, and then we're going to this part. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this flat, and I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to actually I'm going to stand it up like this. If it will stand up. It's not. Okay, it's giving me some issues. Okay, so I think this part is a little bit taller right here. So I need to cut that off. I need to cut off a smidge up on top here before I do anything. So to do that, because I have tape on this, I'm going to grab my ruler. Okay, I'm actually going to set it on there. And it's just a hair, like a little tiny bit. And I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife. Hopefully it's not rip. Okay. So, okay. Well, now it will fit. This fits. And I'm just rounding it again. Okay. And voila, it fits. Yay! So, I am going to make sure that I have enough on my back end. Guys. All right, so that is how I'm doing my book. We can just furnish this in like really easy. Okay, just like that. Okay, and I just love this paper because it's so vintage, and in Kathy's tutorial, she does add glitter to hers. However, I decided not to do that because it's so vintage and everything. I wanted it to be about the pictures, and really liked how she did the glitter, but I thought that, I really wanted to kind of just leave it just kind of plain. Yes, I don't know. I wanted to dress it up with flowers and stuff, and so I love flowers. And so now we're going to move on to the pages, and so for that I am going to go ahead and open up my book. Okay, And I went ahead and cut out everything for my pages and stuff. On a couple of them, I'm going to go ahead and do like some photo placements in there. So it'll say like place photo here. So I will be doing that. And on that, I will probably just use like plain white paper that I got over at J&S Hobbies and Crafts. And for that paper, that is going to be the premium cardstock, and this is what they have in their store, okay? So you'll want to pick some of that up, okay? And then I just went ahead and cut out my mats to fit my sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So, and then, like I said, I went ahead and cut out all of my stuff that I needed, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put everything together. So I will be fast forwarding, okay? Okay, and then for this here, I'm going to use one of my, oh, they're there. Okay. So here is one of the little white cardstock that I wanted to use for a picture, and it'll just mat right here for a photo, okay? And so that will just go right here, and then I cut some other ones out to like put here, and I'm just going to kind of like do them sporadically. I might even do one here, so there will be a photo in the front. And so, but I'm just going to do them sporadically, and I'm going to go ahead and finish up this. And then you open it up, and then I will be putting in some other little mats in here, and so I will be cutting those out here in just a minute. And so let's see, let's go ahead and cut some of those out. Go ahead. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and actually finish the tops and the back of these, the front and the back of the pages, and then I'll come back and we will go ahead and mat everything down in here. So I'm going to And I am going to go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then I will be right back.